Oh, hey.
And we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yellow Jacket Race Afternoon. I have with me Haley and Tiffany.
What's up?
Yes.
Introduce yourself. Say something fun about you.
My name's Tiffany. I go by Amber at this school, so sorry guys. I am a junior. Congratulations to all of my juniors that passed.
Yay.
You worked hard. And yeah, no, I'm a majorette, so I don't do much. No one knows I exist. So
she twirls.
No, yeah.
Haley, like to introduce
Haley. Sure,
Yeah,
do it.
No.
It's inappropriate. I'm Haley. Sylvia.
Hi, Haley.
Hi, Haley.
Oh my gosh. I'm a senior, and I'm in the band, obviously, and I'm a dazzler.
Hey.
And I was on drumline.
Yep.
Oh.
Was.
Are you sad?
Word.
Are you sad that you left? That's my real question. No.
Are you happy?
No regrets.
I'm slightly sad
Hashtag
because
no regrets.
I do miss doing like all the cadences, but I don't miss the drum.
I think
holding the drum.
I think one thing that I've learned since I've never been on drumline is learning the cadences is really fun and playing them is fun. But then when you become a dazzler or majorette, dancing to those cadences is even more fun.
Meh.
Meh.
Playing it is more fun to me.
Yeah, well,
there's just something about hitting a drum and releasing all the anger in you that's just really stress relieving.
You have a flag. You can throw that.
A flag that I hit myself with? Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I mean, sometimes you accidentally hit people, you feel guilty, be sorry, walk off, and you're like, okay,
guilty.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to ask you guys, how would you compare this year's season as opposed to last year's?
Oh wow.
Let me start.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. I was gonna say, is anything like inappropriate, so let it skip yourself.
Shh. Go ahead. Just start talking.
What would be considered inappropriate?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You were gonna.
Okay. Well, I feel like the music is definitely different for this year.
The music this year, it's gone further back in time. We went 70s, 80s, and now we're back into the 60s.
We did. Since I was a freshman, we've done 90s to 70s,
80s.
Back to 8. No, yeah.
Yeah, we did 80s last year.
Yeah.
And we moved to the 60s this year, the late 60s.
Yes.
So there's a lot of like hippie music and like the tree is your soul kind of thing.
Yes.
If that makes any sense.
Okay.
But
like this is a lot of your music, Nick.
Yeah, that's good.
So
I think
always a lot of my music.
Yeah.
I think the biggest difference for us this year though is that like in previous years we haven't gotten stuff done as quickly because a lot of students were like super disrespectful.
This year we're definitely working harder.
Yeah, we're better this year, and like
Yeah.
people are more respectful to like our band directors and to our helpers, and they were last year. So they listen more, and we get more stuff done. So
That's
good.
we're definitely moving a lot faster this year.
There's definitely more challenges this year between sets. Some sets are definitely a lot more complicated. And some of them were really fun to plot, watching students run each other over, realizing they're doing it wrong.
Literally running.
Yeah. We're literally running back and forth between sets.
Go from 130 to the other 30 in 4 counts.
Whoa.
It's really fun. And I don't know about you, Haley, but my favorite set visually is our peace sign. That's actually a Mercedes.
That's really cool.
It's
not a peace sign.
It's supposed to be a peace sign, but it's a Mercedes.
It's a Mercedes sign.
During that piece, when the dazzlers and majorettes are lined up in a straight line, we all do a ripple effect.
That's
and
cool.
With the flags that they have and are using, it looks beautiful. And I think that's one of the best parts of the show is just that beautiful ripple effect that we have.
My favorite set is the one that we come off the field.
I have a question for you, Haley.
Yes.
What is your plans after graduation?
Cry in my room. No, I'm representing today. I'm hoping to go to Valdosta State.
That's super cool.
Major in biology and be in the band there, and then become a zoologist.
Who is your biggest influence?
And what?
Life.
Anything. All category.
How about what's your biggest influence when it comes to playing music?
Yes.
Music.
I know who my influence is though.
Okay.
Who's yours?
My influence, my 6th grade year, I was kind of skittish and I just joined because influences from my dad. But then my 7th grade year, I met you. And I've actually been looking up to you since my 7th grade year of what I wanted to be.
Hey.
Because I think
That's a lie.
No, it is not.
She disobeyed me.
She's out here so
She was
confident about
terrible.
what
I hated her.
But you have to admit,
snap.
I have grown a lot since my 7th grade year, and I've looked up to you, and I've tried to be better, and I've tried to do better. And I don't know about you, but I feel like I've been better and I've done better.
Oh.
So, like I think I told you last year, I wanted you to give me my Letterman, and like I still hold that there. That I want you to give me my Letterman. So
I'm gonna cry.
good.
Aw. So are you guys looking forward to this season?
I'm very looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Very
I'm
excited.
hoping to be released by the doctor so I can perform Friday.
That's true. Tell them about that.
At Thursday's practice,
Wild child
I was
over
in
here.
the middle of a trick and I got a sprained ankle.
Mm.
It's pretty bruised. I stretched out some tendons and I'm kind of working it. I'm healing very quickly and I'm working it back into place to hopefully do our practices this week and perform Friday because, you know, one missing person honestly sets the whole show off.
Yep.
Whether it's a visual or just another band member. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen a marching band, but if you look at the show and there's one missing person, it's very, very obvious.
It's really easy to notice.
Yeah. Even if it's just a twirler. Like, I know I'm a feature, but it's
Especially if
definitely
it's
different.
like one of the band members though, because that's like a whole gap because all the band, like each section is in their own little line.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
like if there's like 10 clarinets and there's a clarinet missing, you can see that clarinet missing. Like
Yep.
there's just a giant gap in between two people.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. But I mean,
And then that could set them off, actually on the field.
Oh yeah.
yeah, but I mean, I've been working on it today during band. I was doing stretches and tumbling a bit so I could regain strength a little bit. Oh, there it goes. It's popping. And yeah.
Haley, so you have been to Disney World to compete with other band schools.
Yeah.
What's the experience about in
Oh,
Out of
He
all-
said Haley.
yeah, I know. He's talking to you. But I went to. That was amazing.
It is a fantastic experience. It's a little nerve-wracking because sometimes there's like other people watching you but it's just really cool. Like I remember my freshman year was my first trip and the first night that we got there, like we went to Epcot and we were going to be in a parade in Epcot. And it was so cool getting there and seeing like all the other buses, watching all the other schools line up. And I swear there's probably like a middle school there. They all had like matching orange sunglasses that they wore
adorable.
marching in the parade. But it was just so cool. Like I'm about to tear up thinking about it just now, but like being able to walk through Epcot and like, there's like this one big area that you have to go underneath and it like hearing the people over the speaker say like introducing Thomas County Central High School marching band. Like I was in the very front holding the flag because I wasn't on drumline yet. Like just hearing that, like I was like, oh my God, like we're in Disney in our own little band parade, like doing something and then just performing there, like just seeing Festival Disney all over the place. It's just amazing.
So
and
I
then
had Caleb Moore on season 1 on Yellow Jacket Radio. He talked about not only schools nationwide, but schools from all over the world.
oh yeah.
That came to this
Mhm.
competition. What was like competing against from these schools, not only nationwide but internationally?
Well, I mean, I don't really know how to answer that because it's not like we really like played for them or like played in front of them. Not at least this
So
year.
y'all weren't competing. I was just like,
No, we were.
Like,
I mean, we were competing, but it was
but-
also more of like
them giving us feedback of how well we were, where we could improve in the future,
Yeah.
like things like that. And honestly, most of the stuff that we do, we're not always doing it for competition, but we're always doing it to learn. And that's something I like about what
Yeah.
we do.
so how
for
long y'all
sure.
been there?
we were there for like 3 days.
Oh.
Yeah,
We got there.
I
one
was
day.
there. I only went once and I didn't perform, sadly, but the whole experience was amazing because I felt like even when you guys were performing, you still had your family there cheering you on because
Yeah.
that's what band is. We are just a huge family.
So
Yeah.
that was y'all's last time competing.
That was
That
my
was
last
her
time.
last
That was
time.
my last
I'm
time.
going again next year,
Okay.
which
You'll be your
Senior. I'm a junior this year.
Okay, so this is your last time. What was
Last
your
year was your
favorite
last time.
memory? The 2 trips you took to Disney.
Oh.
Probably both times was like being at Typhoon Lagoon because
Yes.
that's where our award ceremony was both times. And oh my goodness. Okay. Story
Your
time.
award ceremony was at
Story time.
Typhoon Lagoon?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Story time. Hold on.
When she's done, can I tell a story?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So our freshman year, we get to Typhoon Lagoon and like there had been discussion for like months about like whether or not we were going to be able to swim for the ceremony or whatever. And so our teacher like before the trip is like, "Oh, you're not going to swim." And everybody's like, "We're not going to swim at Typhoon Lagoon." What? So we get there and like obviously drumline, starting with the seniors on drumline,
Yes.
are like jumping in the water, going in the lazy river, going on the water rides and like doing everything. So everybody else is like, "All right, well, we want to do it too." And so not everybody got in. I did because
Rebel.
so we did that. We did the ceremony and we got like perfect scores and like got like amazing trophies and like nobody cared after that. Like what Mr. Thomas said.
You guys worked
kind of?
so hard
Yeah.
that you didn't
And we
care.
got it. So like literally the entire band went into the water despite what our band director had said about not going in the water. And it was just so amazing. And we called it the Rebellion of 2015 at Disney World, just swimming. And that's the best memory. That's the best memory that I've had.
Where in
Yeah,
Typhoon Lagoon?
like the whole park was shut down just for
For the
our band
ceremony?
Yeah,
ceremony.
just for the band. Like
It's-
it closed early and we went in and then like we could swim in the wave pool and
Yeah.
there's a little sand area and there was a giant stage and that's where
Yeah.
the ceremony was, but it was right in front of the wave pool.
It was completely shut down for just band members, and I think that was amazing. That was a really cool experience for me because I got to meet some people out of state, you know, see what they did. And during the whole trip, you were seeing people with band shirts, and you were like, "Oh, hey, what do you play?"
Yeah.
And that's amazing to see kids from around the country doing what you do. So, you ready for my story, Haley? Because this one has to do with you.
Oh Jesus.
Oh dear.
Okay, so I have a huge fear of spiders.
Oh yes.
I do have a
And-
fire.
At Animal Kingdom, they
I know
have
where
a
she's going
show
with this.
called The Bug's Life. And I'm sorry. And Haley went during Animal Kingdom. I was spending time with her and her friends, you know, spreading out, getting to know all of them. And Haley goes, "Let's go see that show." And I went, "Sure, let's do it." And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, in the middle of a show, a spider descends from the ceiling and is about right here.
Oh
and
my
I go, "I hate
Wow.
you." And I
A
turn
fake
towards her.
spider.
I-
A fake spider.
A fake spider. I turn towards her. I grab onto her. I start crying, and I'm like, "This is awful." And she's like, "I'm so sorry." And she's like, "I forgot."
I didn't think about like I forgot that she was afraid of spiders, and then I also forgot that there were spiders in the show. And
Like actual spiders.
no,
No,
they're
they're
fake.
like
There's
fake spiders.
like this scene.
It's like
There's a
animatronic.
scene where like
Yeah.
the cockroach or grasshopper
Yeah.
grasshopper from the movie is like, "Oh, like humans are terrible and we're gonna destroy them." And so he brings out like all these terrible bugs. And, like, these
army.
spiders come down from the ceiling and they're like, it's like everything is black and they're
More like
like
Three Nights of the
blacklit and
Spiders.
everything's like.
Oh my word.
Yeah,
Weird.
and I was terrified. I looked at her. I'm like, "I'm never doing this again."
It probably wouldn't have been as bad if we weren't seated directly under one like we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The walk to the show is amazing. That tree is beautiful.
The Tree of Life. Yeah.
Yes, and the rest of the show was fine, but for those few 20 seconds, I was crying my eyes out because I was so scared and couldn't move.
Hey,
Well.
I-
Well, actually, we're out of time for today.
no, we
Oh,
just-
no.
There's
We
no
are.
way
Last
we've
question.
been on for
Yes.
30
One
minutes.
last question.
Okay.
One last
Haley.
question.
Hurry it up.
This is your senior year, and this will be your last time representing for Thomas County Central. How do you feel about that?
Her eyes are tearing up. That says everything.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm excited to move on for like a new life and like exploring the world and everything. But I
Exploring
am-
my backyard.
Yeah.
yes, I am sad to be like leaving because I've said this for years. Like it's different being in high school and then just leaving it because you don't walk by the same people anymore. Like you just think back, like these past 4 years, I walked past the same people in the same hallways, like seen the same teachers constantly. And just to leave that behind like so quickly is just hard because you're just seeing everybody go by and you're just like, okay, well, peace out. I'll see you later.
Do you have any advice for the upcoming freshmen, for these freshmen now? I mean,
Walk faster in the hallways. Crying out loud.
Find your classes better. I don't care where
Okay,
you're
no,
going.
but for real, like I made the huge mistake. Well, it's not like a huge mistake, but like I regret. If you have the chance, take an AP class or multiple AP classes because it can help you so much and it goes such a long way. And if you are able to take college classes at like the tech or something, dual enrollment, like these things will definitely help you, and participate in as many things as you can, like as many clubs and whatever. Like
Don't stress yourself though, because
Don't
that's
worry.
what
don't
that's
stress
what
your-
I'm doing.
don't stress yourself, but like aim for these giant things that can like get you like that front row spot at graduation. Because like last year I went to like the senior ceremony where they pass out like their cords and their like honors things
and their
everything.
medals and all their
for
patches and stuff.
graduation.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wish I did stuff for merit, did community service, did clubs, and I wish I did like all these AP classes because I could be there. But I
Yeah.
slacked off and now I'm not. So do that because that's really important. But
Yeah.
yes, walk faster in the hallways. I might end you. Oh wait, I won't be here.
Well, thank you guys for coming and doing the show with us.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it was fun.
I'll come
Thank you
back
very-
whenever you guys can't find a guest.
Yeah, thank you to everybody
I'll come back too.
who
This
is
is
here listening to us on the radio and on YouTube Live. Be
I'm
sure
on.
to tune in every Monday and Wednesday. We'll be back on Wednesdays, on this Wednesday
Wednesday.
Yep.
Wednesday.
at 3:00.
Bye bye.
All right, bye bye.
Peace out.